I'm here with Ben Baker, who's captain of Texas Game Warden, here to tell us about the extensive measures that you all had to take to rescue our cold-stunned sea turtles. Tell me what that entailed.
So thank you for having me, Carissa. So the first thing we've got to worry about is, of course, we've got to worry about the people of the state of Texas. So whenever these winter weather events come, it affects the wildlife. It affects not only the turtles, it affects the fish, but mainly it affects the people. So we game wardens first and foremost, protection of life, getting our constituents, the people of the state of Texas, what they need. And then we get everybody together, we get our vessels, being Texas Game Wardens, the lead law enforcement agency on the water. So, lack of better terms, we've got those boats. And so, our wardens out there that some of these during these weather events don't have electricity, they don't have water, but they're still out there getting their job done because they know we've got to help these turtles. If we don't do it, nobody else will. Mm-hmm. And so, we'll launch several airboats. And we'll launch several bay boats. We'll hit the shoreline and looking for these turtles. And what we'll do on these turtles is we'll pick them up, put them in our vessel, we'll take them to these other partner agencies that are able to get into these warming centers and be able to warm up these turtles.
Well, it's magnificent that you all are able to consider the wellness of these types of creatures because, of course, many of us are concerned with ourselves and our families first and foremost, which is understandable. But, I see deer on my commute to my son's school every morning, and my biggest concern is like, what about the deer and the turtles and the fish? Like, how can we save them? So I'm really glad that you all made that effort. Now, do you have a head count of how many turtles you were able to save this year?
So overall, I want to say 8,000 turtles were picked up along the Texas coast. Now, as far as game wardens in Region 8, which covers from Port Lavaca all the way to Brownsville, we rescued nearly 1,000.
1,000 turtles.
Game warden boats. The guys in Port Lavaca, the guys in Rockport, guys here in Corpus, Baffin Bay, down to Brownsville, Port Isabel. I mean, we're all out there working hard in the freezing cold. So also when you're dealing with this cold, you've got temperatures 30, mid 20s, high 20s. You've got the wind chill in the low 20s, but we're going 30 miles an hour on a boat. And so you've got a 60 mile an hour wind, mile an hour plus the 30 regular speed, and that wind chill just drops into the
Yeah.
Not only that, but you're going in water, this cold water, and you're getting your hands wet having to pick up these turtles. You're wading and walking, 100 yards, 200 yards, because these turtles are shallow, and you're walking back to put them in the boat. So, it's a tremendous undertaking. Again, we couldn't do it without our partners within Texas Parks and Wildlife and our national partners, U.S. Coast Guard, Padre Island National Seashore. And it's really, really neat to see it just all come together and all these different agencies, some law enforcement agencies, some non-law enforcement agencies, all come together because we've got a common goal. We need to rescue these turtles.
Well, those are some big numbers, over 1,000 turtles that you all were able to save. Now you got them warm, they're ready to go back in the water. How does the release work out?
We get these turtles and we load them up on the boats and we take them about 5 miles offshore and release them into that warmer water so they can go, they can swim. I think right here in the coastal bend, right here in Corpus Christi, we released 1,500 turtles this week.
Absolutely. Well, especially in the circumstances that we don't get to see these turtles too often. It's not like we live in the Caribbean where we've got this beautiful clear water to appreciate them. But knowing that they're there with the cute little dolphins and all the other adorable sea creatures we have, the fact that you guys were able to do your part to save and rescue them means so much. So thank you all for your efforts to protect the wildlife here in the Coastal Bend.